Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly sidereal forecast for July 6th to the 12th. My name is Athen. So we had that full moon last week involving your first house in Sagittarius, and this has been, past few years of a lot of change for you, especially perhaps relating to your identity or your growth or your assertiveness or your goals and ambitions and stuff like that. So that was highlighted, and perhaps you did learn about yourself last week. And so this week we're entering into the disseminating phase and going into the balsamic. So we'll notice the energy starting to die down this week, but still very much about these goals and ambitions, but finding the middle path with that, because the fast-moving planets are transiting the 7th house of relationships for you. So this is the classic example of balancing self and other and non-attachment here. This has been the key, is having non-attachment with yourself, with your identity, with your assertiveness, where you're going, your goals, the things you desire. And now, just like it has been last week, having non-attachment with relationships, because there is a lot of assertive energy there. There's a lot of wanting or desiring or just putting that constructive energy to take care of, or just get involved with relationships or business dealings or legal matters or anything else 7th house related, and that is a good part of of your chart to be putting energy into that, especially with Mercury shifting in there midweek on Wednesday. But here it's just non-attachment. It's very important, especially on Monday when Pluto opposes up to the Sun, who does naturally rule your ninth house as well. So non-attachment and change to your life view and life path and things relating to that, and about relationships. And so the more willing you are to change relationships and change yourself, but really yourself first, this is what always needs to change first, especially with this, but then being open to things changing there, that'll be the synergy between these two areas. And also relating to spirituality, I think will be changing mostly next week, but as the week unfolds, as well as your self-expression, which is Mars ruling both your 12th and your 5th. So I've been saying this for all the signs, but this is really important for you Sagittarians because, like I said, it's your first house. And this relationship stuff, though, is supported. Like I said, Mercury is going in here midweek in his sign, so he's in dignity here. So I think you'll be thinking more about and communicating more in the relationship sphere and with your one-on-one connections. And Neptune will be trining up to the Sun in that 7th house. So I think those relationship stuff should flow quite nice, I would say, when you are having that non-attachment and willing to change. So they're very nice. Also, again, relating to life path, philosophy, spirituality, learning more. Can be very spiritual. Spiritual sort of learning and philosophy and stuff can be quite nice this week, especially around Wednesday. Then on Friday and Saturday, Mercury squares up to the North Node, which has been this overall life path energy for you relating to your career and work, with the North Node transiting that 10th. So continuing to put energy into work, career, big picture stuff, legacy, public stuff. Friday and Saturday in particular, I think you'll learn quite a bit about that, and it can be very constructive with the square when you set that intent and conscious awareness to do so, and so that'll be important Friday and Saturday, and I think you can learn quite a bit about and even probably get quite a bit done in regards to career and stuff this week. Sunday, this is mostly going into next week, but I wanted to cover it briefly for you. The Venus will be squaring up to Saturn. So here, just staying really grounded, especially because the Sun will be squaring up to Uranus on Sunday as well. A lot of this squaring energy signifying the importance of staying grounded, not making any rash decisions with Uranus type of thing, especially involving those relationships, maybe even, coming from the emotional body, which is Uranus, etc. So I'll cover this in more detail because this is going to be an important part of next week. And I do release these weeklies a bit in advance, so this will be before Sunday anyways. But just as a heads up, stay grounded, especially with relationships, your routine, your friends, things like that, which has been Saturn in the 6th and Saturn in the 11th, and Venus ruling your 6th and 11th. With that type of energy as well. So the highlight this week, though, is certainly on the self changes there, and with relationships, putting in that energy, whatever it is that you are intent on, and maybe even changing, because Mars is the primary ruler of the 8th house at Scorpio, which is about change. So being open to change there and putting that energy into 7th house is important, while at the same time remembering that change happens from self first. So Sagittarius, have a nice week. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. If you're new to Sidereal, do check out the website, or if you'd like a personal reading, and I'll talk to you all next time. Take care.